Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Monday stream here on Access the Animus. My name is Marco, and today we're going to play Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I'm not sure if we were live earlier, but hello everyone. Hello Camila, welcome to the stream. Hello Faisal, welcome to the stream. Triton K, hello. The moment I started saying hello to everyone, Dasha joined us already here. Hello, Dasha. We just shaved Dasha today. Sary spent, 3 hours? Shaving Dasha, but in the meantime, we are starting playing Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Starting as Abstergo, yes. Are we? Yes?
Okay. I want to change my name.
You want to change your name? We can start. Hello, Tef. Welcome to the stream. Camila, you'll be watching us while washing the dishes. I used to, I also watch streams or videos while washing dishes and stuff. Hello, Dazer. Welcome to the stream. Skata, hello. Atef, Omer, hello, everyone. We are starting Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag because during the AC-15 celebrations we did not play AC-4. And I don't know why. Did we? I don't know why.
I don't remember.
I wonder if I was late in downloading back then. But today I was not. I actually was able to download the game 1 hour before the stream because I am so organized. Kasekage, welcome to the stream. Dasha is super happy. Hello, Dasha. So, our Edward needs to go to the wheel, and we are about to sink our first ship. How was the week for you guys? We did not stream after the AC 2022 showcase with all the announcements. We did a lot of videos on the channel. But how was your week, or how were your last 2 weeks? Did you enjoy the Assassin's Creed showcase? Did you enjoy the new announcements? How is your feeling about the future of Assassin's Creed now that the dust has settled? I really want to know your opinions. Like, now that all the excitement has been toned down a bit, like, what are your expectations? What are your feelings? Hope nothing crashes. No, as of now, nothing has crashed. So, fingers crossed. Replaying AC4 as well. What are the chances? Great minds think alike. Skata. NG, welcome to the stream. This makes me want to reinstall AC4. We just started, by the way. We are about to... What is happening?
Oh, shoot. Was it me?
No, that was not you. I think you are supposed to either press Y and then keep it pressed. Is it not working anyway? Well, you can just turn around and then just sync them. Yeah, like that. Good job. Come on. This is the ship where Duncan Walpole was sighted, and we're about to steal his robes and kill him, by the way. Knee busted, past 2 weeks, sick leave. Oh my god, Scatter, I'm so sorry. I hope you're getting slowly better. Sebastian, welcome to the stream. Atef, a long week, can't believe it's September already, lots of stuff going on. Yes, same for us as well. Both in live and also on ATA. It's been a huge week for us after September the 10th. Channel was going pretty well. Didn't expect to have such a surge in participation on the channel. It was very nice. And now I'm actually gearing up to have more videos on Mirage with some news, some exclusive ones, and some reporting that we have to do on Mirage. There's a lot of stuff. I've been writing well, taking the news from several articles and videos. It's gonna take me a few more days, and then we're gonna be able to share some news, some of our own as well. You might have seen on our social media we have shared some snippets of an interview we had with art director Jean-Luc Salah, the art director of Mirage. Once we are done releasing the bits and snippets here and there on our platforms, we're going to release the full interview that we had, or at least what we can share for now of our interview. Last 2 weeks, Mirage news and info went out like crazy. Yes, it was crazy, and that's why I'm trying to, compile and collect everything that is out, because I think that a lot of people have been missing out on stuff that is, on some specific articles or some specific videos, plus some stuff that we have on our own. So, literally, British was saying hold Y and F release. That was when we were using the canon. Hello there, Whisperer of the Shadows. Welcome to the stream. Skata was working last weekend. Knee survived. Hopefully another injury soon, so more time for gaming. Well, I mean, hoping to get sick or injured is not the best way to do things. But Antonio, welcome to the stream. Have you read all those books behind you? And if so, how long did it take? Yeah, most of them. I'm gonna say 99% of them. I'm not sure. I'm sure that some of the most historical ones that are less oriented towards AC, like the Discovery Tour books, I haven't fully read. But most of them, the ones about Assassin's Creed, the brand, the lore, the art books as well, I've read all of them pretty much. It is taking a long time. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Like, if you don't keep up with the AC Transmedia, it's very difficult to go back and say, hey, I should go and read the AC3 book. I'm not sure. Like, this.
There is the calculator.
What? But, like Sary is saying, we have released on our website and on our social media what we called the Assassin's Creed Calculator, which is a web tool that we have designed, that Sary has designed, which tells you, like, based on your preferences, which are the Assassin's Creed Transmedia releases and games as well, that you should consume, in which order, like the chronological order, and especially how much time it's gonna take you to consume them. Whether if you are, a slow reader like I am, I tend to read a page of a book in 10 minutes, maybe. I'm very slow. Sometimes I really want to focus and read the details. It takes me a lot of time. So we have tried to calculate that as well in our calculator. Hello, Master Assassin. Zuxio, welcome. Rick, ciao, welcome to the stream. NGTinio, is it true that they're trying to implement Unity's parkour into Mirage? It is true that they said that. I'm not sure. I can't confirm that it's actually going to happen. But what the development team for Mirage, that is Ubisoft Bordeaux, who is spearheading the development on the game, but also the other studios that are working on this, it was actually mentioned that they are gunning for for Unity's parkour, or at least a parkour that is up on par with Unity. But that's a bold statement, so I'm not really sure they're going to be able to do that starting from the engine of Valhalla. So, because I like using Unity's engine probably, but starting from Valhalla's engine, I'm not really sure that you can achieve a level of finesse and agility that Unity had. But we'll see. I mean, it's a bold statement. I like that the devs are trying to do that, and I hope that they can achieve that, because a lot of fans have been asking for that. So hopefully. The assassinations in Mirage will also be like Unity and Syndicate, the black box missions. Yes, Kazekage. Or at least, again, this is what the devs are going to try and do, and I feel like this is a more easily achievable task, because we have already seen that the black box missions, they were already pretty much designed for the Siege of Paris DLC of Valhalla. Of course, you need to design different opportunities and stuff, but the architecture is already there, so I can see that easily happening in Mirage. We'll see. Like the parkour, I'm really not worried, but I'm curious and cautious at the same time. 4 a.m. here in Australia. Wow, Master Assassin. I'm always shocked every time you mention what time it is when you are watching us. I'm so thankful for you taking some of your time this early in the morning or this late in the night to follow us. So thank you so much. The Wizard of Warplay should have remastered this game instead of wasting time on Skull and Bones. As an AC fan, I'm gonna say yes, I agree. I think that at some point Ubisoft had to release that, not only because they had promised the game, but also because this is spearheaded, like Skull and Bones is spearheaded by Ubisoft Singapore, and I am pretty sure that I read somewhere that Ubisoft made some deals with the Singapore government about releasing this game and publicizing it as Singapore's game, so they cannot walk back on the promises, especially if the Singaporean government has actually invested in this game. So they couldn't really, I feel like Ubisoft was actually locked in having to release this game at some point, and even after 8 years of development, so they really had to do this. In a way, I'm happy that they are able to release it, because everything I saw, I'm really not interested in that. It's very much multiplayer focused, which is not something that I'm really into. There's the core experience is naval, while I'm more into ground, like games set on the ground, single player games where you are controlling the characters and stuff, like most of the AC games are. So yeah, not really into that. And even what they actually shared, it wasn't surprising and neither really innovative. So nothing really struck me about Skull and Bones. It is shady that they haven't released gameplay footage for Mirage. I wouldn't welcome to the stream. I wouldn't say shady. But yeah, I would say worrying, because if you couple that, not showing gameplay and not having a final release date, coupling those things together is not a good look on Mirage. I gotta give you that. Like, it means that the game is not really. I would say it usually when Ubisoft has to show a demo to the world, usually it has like a dedicated team that at some point branches off from the development, and at some point there's a team doing the demo for E3, for example, and the team continuing developing the game. So I guess they wanted to focus on developing the game as much as they can to make it presentable, and not having presentable at the announcement is not a great look for sure. They have several months ahead of them. The rumors and leaks were pointing at May or June of 2023. That means 9 months from now. And not having announced which month or day, that means they can push this to September, especially considering that now Nintendo has announced the new Zelda in May of 2023. So I don't think that it would be smart to release Mirage to compete with Zelda, especially considering how much people have been waiting for the continuation of the latest Zelda, of Breath of the Wild. Master Assassin Zuxio, I don't sleep until daytime, so I'm always up. Okay, that's nice. At least you're not pushing yourself too much. Triton K, over the remainder of this year, I'm gonna get Heresy, the Ming Storm, Sword of the White Horse, the Folded Chain, Forgotten Myths, and the Chronicles Trilogy. Hope to get Brahman too, but it's a little expensive, yes. Unless you are into the setting, I would suggest not getting the Ming Storm because it's not canon. And Forgotten Myths, like if you really want to get them for your collection, okay, but the story of the Forgotten Myths comics is very much avoidable. It doesn't bring anything to the table, in my opinion. So yeah, of course, if you really want to, okay, of course, improve your collection, that's understandable, of course. Otherwise, Elena, welcome to the stream. Hello. Kazekage, same Zuxio. I've been sleeping at 3 to 5 a.m. these days. I kind of did the same in the week of. Oh, look at that. That was a nice takedown. What was I saying? Yeah, in the week of September the 10th, and afterwards, I was also sleeping from 3 to 8 a.m. 3 to 9 a.m. or something like that. Then go to work and then doing the videos and stuff. Sary the same. Hello, Dasha. Hello. Do you want to show up? Anyway, like Dasha is hearing me talking all the time, so she wants to be the main character here instead of me and Edward. But anyway, Elena, welcome to the stream. Edward, or is it Edouard? Welcome to the stream. Abu Zaid, few GTA 6 leaks. Wow, yes. That thing about the GTA 6 leaks. I mean, we were worrying about the leaks. Some of them we reported on AC, on Mirage, and Infinity, and whatnot. Like, that was nothing that paled in comparison to the leaks that were done on GTA 6. Plus, that was a direct hack. So it wasn't just, a third party sharing information with insiders and whatnot. This was somebody that actually hacked Rockstar's and Take-Two servers, and it was so bleak. Like, they were trying to sell the source code of the games. That was super bad. Super bad. Rockstar Games didn't develop the definitive trilogy, and the dev team on GTA is not the same as the publishing side. Triton K, I read that the Ming Storm was a novelization expansion of Chronicles China. Not really. Like, Ming Storm is a novelization. It tells the story of Xiaojun, yes, but it branches off. And especially it is non-canon because there's a lot of magic involved. At the start, there are zombie-like creatures. The author is a Chinese author that did a lot of other novels that are way more focused on the Chinese folklore and magic and stuff, myth and stuff. So she put a lot of that in this novel. So there are some bits of story that match the story of Chronicles China, like Xiaojun hunting the 8 tigers, which who are basically the Templars of her time in China. But other than that, it's very it's very different. It's non-canon. It has magic and zombies. So I would advise you not to read that, and instead you can actually read the Blade of Xiaojun manga that is canon, and it expands and matches the story of Chronicles China. So my suggestion is read the manga instead of the novel. It might take you even less time. What? Oh, Dasha is also saying hi to Sary as she's playing. Um, do you use Ubisoft Plus? No, we do not. I've never tried. Also, the thing is, we both of us, Sary and I, almost never have the time to play games consistently. Like, I did unsubscribe last month from Game Pass because I don't have the time to play games on Game Pass. I might get the occasional game, but you know, I am not a person for a subscription system because I would pay maybe X amount of money for months and wouldn't even download a single game, and then on that specific time I would get a single game. It's not worth for me. Yeah, you might leave Ming Storm, Triton. It's not worth it. You can have a look at the manga if you are into that kind of stories and comics. Otherwise, you can very much avoid the Ming Storm and the continuation. We're gonna review those anyway, because it's still nice to see what the author's take is on AC. But knowing that they are not canon, it's already a huge turnoff for me. Like, I'm not really interested in a non-canon story. Why should I commit to that if the author and Ubisoft are not committing to that themselves? Yes, the guy was basically blackmailing Rockstar for a negotiation, saying he would leak more files. That was very, very, very bad, honestly. Did you see Odyssey is on Game Pass? Yes, we reported that. And I think that's a very smart move. I'm not a huge fan of Odyssey. I think I made it very clear through the various streams and in the videos. I think that Odyssey is not a game for hardcore fans for sure. But conversely, Odyssey is a very good game for casual fans. And I believe that a subscription system like Game Pass is suitable both for hardcore gamers that play a lot of games, like they are not focused on specific brands like I am, and also casual gamers are the perfect target for a subscription system. So look at that. Hello. So having Odyssey, which is a very casual friendly game, on a subscription system that is very casual friendly, I think that's a very good match. So having Odyssey on Game Pass is a very smart move. Instead of, I don't know, Mirage or Valhalla as well. Or, I don't know, Unity. I think that having Odyssey on Game Pass is a very good game. Is a very good idea. Plus, a lot of people love Odyssey. What else? I just want a proper Shao Jun game. We'll see how Codename Jade fares, especially in the West, and if a game set in China has enough demand, I can imagine Ubisoft setting to do, after doing Japan, they might do a game set in China, but that would probably be hello Modern Day, hello Melanie, hello Dasha. I think that shall I play? Yeah, okay. So, what I was saying is that if Chronicles Jade is successful, they might push for a game set in China, especially considering that the audience in Asia is growing more and more, and with this partnership with Tencent, and Tencent getting more and more shares of Ubisoft, I can imagine the attention towards Asia and China to be shifted more and more as we go on. Dasha should play, yes. Dasha, much better than Melanie. I agree. And now that she is shaved, she is feeling much lighter and happier. She's running and dashing all around. We actually shaved her because it's gonna be colder soon, so she needs to grow her her hair soon before it's too cold.
What do I have to do?
I have no idea. You should move. Are you okay? I just need you to look at the lights. So I think you need to look at stuff. That's it. Down. Oh, so basically this is a tutorial. I don't recall anything about this. Let's look up again. Okay. So welcome to the Sample 17 project. The Sample 17 project, by the way, was this is AC4. It takes place after AC3, after Desmond sacrificed himself, and that's where the Templars and Abstergo got his dead body, extracted his DNA before it collapsed. And that's where they extracted all the genetic memories about his ancestors. And the Sample 17 project was a project to extract all the information and to create some entertainment media out of it.
Well, this is how the present day will look in Infinity, probably.
Would you? Well, I don't expect this to be the present day in Infinity, because there's not going to be any playable modern day, at least at the start. What we might see is when we enter the Animus, and that would be Infinity at the start. So, as it was mentioned, there's not going to be any playable modern day in Infinity. For now, at least. Mark Lexicote actually mentioned, with time, there might be some gameplay opportunities and interactions, which I really don't like as an answer, to be honest. Plus, the modern day will be relegated to a dedicated section within the Animus, meaning it's not going to be part of the main stories of the main games, meaning that pretty much the modern day would be optional. And it will be asynchronous, meaning that there might be some modern day before, during, or after the release of the games. Hello, Sean. And the modern day, it feels like it's going to run as Assassin's Creed Initiates. You might remember Initiates. Back then, it had its own story. It was very interesting, but at the same time, it was not playable, which I didn't like. Hello, Chatin. Welcome to the stream. Dashing, you say. Yes. Get me back in the Animus, Melanie. We'll get there soon. I really loved not the gameplay of the modern day. Hello, Sticky Note. The sticky notes were actually written by our beloved John from IT, or John Standish. Those who came before, we submit ourselves, our bodies and minds utterly. Wow. Oh, that's nice. The Abstergo employee passport. I did like the environments in the modern day in here at Abstergo Entertainment, because there were so many ads and advertisements that you could find. Like if we are looking at the top here, there's a picture of Monteriggioni in the here. This is the Monteriggioni villa. Of course, that's over the only assassin, along with Rebecca in here. And then we have a nice display of Abstergo Entertainment. And then here on the side, we see all the various games and projects that Ubisoft and Abstergo Entertainment are doing. Plus a lot of advertisements that I really enjoy to see. And of course, it's called the stand with Sean is called Di Maestro, and that stands for Master Assassin, Maestro Assassino. Sean's just annoyed he isn't serving tea. What happened to Jitin? What do you mean, welcome to the stream? You have been here from the start. I didn't see you. I didn't even notice you. No, sorry. Pain and suffering, but soon we'll go back to playing as Edward on ground, and especially on the roofs, which means there might be a chance for a Jitin jump very soon as Sary is going to play. F in the chat for Jatin. He always welcomes us regulars very late. I welcome you guys when I see your name in the chat. So if I'm distracted because I'm looking at Sary playing, hello Olivier Garneau, you're alive for now, which is nice. He also kind of looks like me, sort of. My heart is broken. No, Jatin, don't. Tailgate, hello, hello. I'm going to have you guys in on the background. Nice, nice. I like how you guys can. Oh, look at this. Like this is another floor at the Abstergo Entertainment. There are all the various cubicles and areas. Hello, John, or part of John. Greetings from Brazil. Hello, Lucas. Welcome to the stream. You're so kind. You like our channels. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. I like that Edward in... No, sorry. I like the reward in Rogue for getting all the tablets inside the present day. What was that? I don't even remember the rewards in Rogue. There was a sticky note, but you couldn't because... Can you? Yes. Sticky note, sticky note. Hello, walking tablet. Being that life is both sacred and profane. Oh, this is... Yeah, I love the sticky notes because they were super... Yeah, we could move on. They were so very religious-like, you know? Like, this is when the instruments of the first wheel are actually introduced as a Juno cult. So, of course, it's so... you can really see how the instruments are, you know, working behind the shadows in order to resurrect Juno. Sadly, that plot also went nowhere and ended up in the comics, but at least they were trying. I have you guys in the background while I play Gran Turismo. I used to play Gran Turismo so much back in the day. And Sary was not happy because she doesn't really like driving games. It's been a long time since I played a driving game. Maybe I should go back.
If you have time.
But I don't have time. I am lining up a few videos about Assassin's Creed Mirage. Actually still working on the scripts and it's taking quite some time actually. This game introduced sages and it wasn't till Valhalla that we learned how sages are made. And interestingly, both were released at the launch of a new console generation and both old and new systems. Yes, that is true. To be honest, what is happening? Edward, what are you doing?
They're welcoming me to Animus Omega.
Oh, okay. So it's not us having an issue with the pad. Melanie LeMay. Okay. So, yes, I mean, Black Flag kinda described how the sages were made. Not technically. I mean, it didn't say, you know, there is a catalyst and a serum and whatnot. But it did say, it did show how Juno actually used the method to make it so that Aita could be reborn over and over in time. And she did it secretly, of course, from Jupiter and Minerva and the other Isu. Of course, there was no mention of Odin here, obviously. Title screen, hello, Black Flag. Sary is dancing. You cannot see her, but she is she is dancing in a very weird way. Hello, Bacteria. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I was very distracted by Sary. Did you know they are making a Gran Turismo movie? Yes, I found out a few days ago because they said that the actor from Stranger Things is in there. I didn't even know there was a Gran Turismo movie. So now there is a movie about Ferrari, I think. A movie about Gran Turismo. There was a movie with Brad Pitt about driving as well, but I don't really know about the content of any of these. Edward Time. Yes, Edward Time. Sold the Dodge Demon for 20 million credits we reach. Unpopular opinion, but Odyssey is the most beautiful setting. I wouldn't say it's unpopular. I think it's more unpopular to say, hey, I enjoyed the game or I enjoyed the story. But the setting, ancient Greece had been asked for so many years. Pretty much like feudal Japan. And it's so incredible to me that it's been 15 or 10 years that people have been continuously and repetitively asking for Japan. And now that they announced feudal Japan, everyone is looking at Hexe and not at Red. I can visibly see, you know, the meme about the guy looking not about her, his girlfriend, but the other lady going in the foreground, and the lady in the foreground is Hexe, and Red is the girlfriend. Like, it surprises me, and at the same time, I feel like a lot of people, a lot of people enjoy the RPG side of things, but at the same time, it can be very taxing on you. Like, playing the same game for months and years, and they already now they announced that the post-launch for Red will be several years or like multiple years. They already said it now, and now it is at least 2 to 3 years since, like, from the release of the game. That is worrying me, and like it's overwhelming even before they even announced the game properly. To me, it's too much. To me, it's really too much, and that is also why I'm interested more in Hexe, because it's something completely fresh. We have never seen an entire game in a gloomy setting, and it's 16th century, so not something that you see every day. Holy Roman Empire and witches trials. It's something completely fresh for AC, and it's also going to be a different gameplay, I would imagine. So
and
Darby, of course, Darby. Darby is always a selling point on his own, but yeah, it's pretty surprising to me that careful, Jatin jump in the making. Almost. Catch the pickpocket. So, woof. You were supposed to catch. That's a way to catch him, I guess. So, Hernan, welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you were not already in the stream and I didn't see you, as apparently I do to a lot of frequent members of our streams. The world of Odyssey is beautiful but feels empty. I like the NPC in Origins. Yeah, I think I enjoy a bit more the NPCs in Origins. The world, to me, it doesn't feel empty, the one in Odyssey, but because it's that big, it feels repetitive. Like, everywhere you go, you see some copy-paste or like very similar environments. There are different biomes for sure. Sary is dancing again. But yeah, it's the feeling of going back to Odyssey, it's nice because like it's one of the best, settings where, there are like a lot of sun, a lot of sea, a lot of water. It's very nice to play with, but I'm not sure. Troopage is in the house. I didn't even see you. Sorry, Troopage. Isn't Hexa going to be an RPG too? No, it shouldn't be. They didn't see what it's going to be, but they did say that it's not going to be an RPG and that it's not going to be a 150 hours game. They didn't say the genre, but it's not RPG and it's not a super long game. Just letting everyone know. It's Talk Like a Pirate Day today, really? Like, we just chose AC4 because we did not stream it during AC15. And it's Talk Like a Pirate Day? Am I supposed to say har? Like, har? Should I say percle and har at the same time? Aren't you tired of always playing Assassin's Creed games? Don't you want to try other action RPG games? The thing is, I do play when I have some spare time, which is not that much. But, you know, playing other games on this channel, it will feel a little weird. Like, here on ATA, we do talk about, you know, AC, discuss AC, the news about AC. Every now and then, I do think about, like, what would it be like to create content on other games as well. But I usually don't even have the time to do that. Like, there's so much stuff that I would like to do on ATA that I don't have time to create content on other games. I would like to create content on Horizon, for example. I didn't even find the time to play Forbidden West. And the game released what? Several months ago, like at the beginning of the year or something. Har, matey, I have scurvy. No. Maybe the problem with Odyssey is that it is all the same. It does feel a little bit all the same, but it's not. It's not only because it's repetitive, but because it's so huge that if you really want to explore all of it, you will see something repeating itself. Like, if you're playing only the story, you might not see how repetitive it can feel. Like, the story doesn't even go to all the islands, so that was almost a jetting jump. But yeah, like, the thing is, if I recall correctly, they did with Odyssey what they also did with Valhalla. Like, originally when the game launched, 100% meant collecting all the collectibles on every single island of Odyssey, doing all the side missions, doing all the main stuff, collecting every single item. And then they changed that on Ubisoft Connect, and they changed it to doing the main activities. Also because both Odyssey and Valhalla do not have a progress tracker. And it's something that I've always hated. What is happening to my PC? Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Is the stream still going? Everything is fine? Yes, okay. Sorry, guys. But yeah, like, I've always disliked not seeing the progress tracker anymore in the recent AC games. I do understand that progress tracker is not something that the devs are doing anymore, because there's like it's not a linear progress as it was in the games up until Syndicate. Now it's open world. It's very difficult for them to track all the progress about the collectibles and stuff, but it can be really it does feel bad sometimes. Elena, I will enjoy it, but unfortunately I won't be able to finish it until this time next year, since I can't take my PlayStation with me when I move abroad. Are you moving abroad? I didn't know that. Bring back from the board game. I hope so. I hope they're going to bring back. Were you about to attack the vendor? Did you throw a smoke bomb to the vendor?
Yeah. I wanna steal.
Why not? Why not? Elena, keep an eye out on camp activities. What game are we talking about? Is it Odyssey? Just made myself a hot chocolate and did I miss Sary killing herself? No. I know that is something that you come to expect when you go to an ATA stream. Sary jumping from unspeakable heights, or Sary being wasted by the guards. You know, it is a staple of any ATA stream, as much as it is Dasha barking, and Dasha has not barked today. So I think that Sary has to do her fair share, otherwise it's not going to be an actual real ATA stream.
On purpose.
Don't do it on purpose. It doesn't work if you're doing it on purpose. Don't. Okay. Yeah, you cannot say hello, Sary, if she's not.
Maybe they just want to say hi. I mean.
No, it was a hashtag hello, Sary. That was Dasha barking. Yeah, that's Dasha barking. I'm not sure if you guys can
so me
hear
dying
her.
is getting closer.
And that's also Sary not using control descent. That's a way to control your descent. By the way, I wonder what they're going to do with control descent in Mirage. Because if they're going to go with a Unity-like parkour, the control descent in Unity and Syndicate was amazing. Like, you could go from the roof to the ground in a few seconds, and it felt amazing. And it hasn't been the case ever since, in the last 5 to 6 years. I don't think that we're gonna have an amazing control descent, because I think that the trailer showed Roshan using those, that pulley that dropped her from the roofs to the ground. So I think that the cities will have that tool, because the actual control descent will be similar to Valhalla. I hope it's not the case. We'll see about that. I'm a little worried about parkour in general on Mirage. We'll see about that. Hikaru, welcome to the stream. Can Sary come to the cam? Because you always mention her in your live, but she never shows up. Anything wrong that she can't show herself at the cam? That's Sary, I think.
I don't know if I should.
Let's see, because we are seeing with a lag, because we are on full screen, so we cannot see our streaming console, but I think that Sary just showed up. Hopefully, that was Sary. That was Sary. So, are you excited for Mirage and Codename Red? Asked Farid. I am very excited about Mirage. Whatever it's going to be, I hope it's going to be successful. It is very worrying that they didn't show gameplay and they didn't say a release date. But at the same time, I honestly am excited, even just because the assassins are front and center. And not just the assassins as character, but also their practices, the creed, the tenets of the creed, like everything, like the ceremonies, everything is there. And it's also the Middle Eastern assassins, it's the Levantine assassins. So it is really back to the roots and not just what they always say for every game. That they did say for Valhalla that it was back to the roots, and it wasn't really, even though there were a lot of elements. You're not hidden? I don't think you're hidden. Okay. Valhalla was not really back to the roots, even if there were a lot of assassiny elements that were brought back with Valhalla. So kudos to the devs for Valhalla for sure. So I'm really excited about that. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm not really not super pumped for Red yet. I want to see the presentation. Feudal Japan is one of my favorite settings. Japan in general. I haven't played Sekiro. I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima yet. I plan to. And also the new game. What was it called? That's a Jatin jump. Were you pushed?
I was shot.
You were shot, so I'm not sure. That's not a Jatin jump. But you died, so hi, Sary, in the chat. Please say hi, Sary, in your own language. Let's now it is a proper ATA stream. Now that Dasha has barked and that Sary has failed, here we are. This is ATA. Hi Sary in the chat. Hi Sary in the chat. That's. I feel home now.
Cool.
Sorry?
Cool.
Cool. So close, so close. Tailing missions. I am so happy that they I like tailing missions, but also I never liked the restraints about those. Like if you can't stay close, then it's going to be, you know, full desynchronization. I hated that. You tend to do this so many times over and over, which is not amazing. Look at this. Hi Sary. Wait, that was so funny. Yes. Yeah, because, you know. So hi Sary. Marhaba Sary. Hello Sary. Kumusta Sary. Oi Sary. Sup Sary. Farid, I can't read that, and I'm so sad about that, because I really would like to be able to read and know Arabic, especially these days. But yeah, the time has come to spam hi Sary in the chat. Yes, I stopped washing the dishes just to come and say hi. That's how you do it, Camila. Good job. That's how you do it. Good job. All right. So now they are running.
Why are they running?
Because they are late. So I have no idea. Careful. You don't need. Yeah. Why are they jumping like that? Let's all jump like that. They must be really, really, really late. Jatin, you can literally mark targets and see them through walls. Marco, how much more help do you want? You should ask that to Sary. I'm just here commentating. It's not my fault. Careful. Can you just... No, you cannot just crouch, right? Hi there. Ah, almost. Do we have to do it again?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate this so much. Should I do that?
No.
No. It
That's
is.
between me and
See,
them.
you can hide. You can go within the courtesans, or you can hire them as well, so you can move with them. Hello, courtesans, or what is the actual name in Black Flag? I fear for the needs of all these characters. Yeah. It is something that, as we grow old, Sary and I, when we are playing games and, you know, doing high jumps or like watching TV and saying, you know, stunts and stuff, we tend to get old and say, hey, that is not funny. That might hurt them. Like some time ago, we would have said, you know, that's funny. That's a nice an acrobatic jump. Now we are worrying about the knees of the stunt people and of the performers. They are looking at you, Sary.
I think they're looking at the courtesans, not at me.
Yeah, probably. Now they are. You should go amidst the crowd because they are dispersing.
No, I just need to stay here and listen.
Okay. Okay, careful though. Hi Sary, a lot of hi Sarys in the chat. I'm now watching the Assassin's Creed movie starring Michael Fassbender. I have mixed opinions about that, honestly. Not my favorite movie of all time. I commended their attempt to make a movie about AC. They spent a lot of money. But I also think that a single movie cannot introduce all the elements that are classic to AC. And every AC story has an introduction of the basic elements. And that in itself usually takes 1 to 2 hours. So you cannot have a proper story that can satisfy new fans and, fans that already know the brand and the license. Distract. Okay. I think you did it. Yes, you can. Come on, Sary. Come on, you can steal the key. Steal the key. Can you not kill him? The key. Steal the key. Can you not kill him?
I don't remember the...
Hold B.
Apparently.
Okay, kill him. Okay. That's good. Don't you have
I don't know, I don't have
swords?
the time to think about my gear now.
So we're just punching everyone. Okay. That's a way to... Wow, contextual kill. That's nice. Now you can pickpocket the key, I guess. Master Assassin Zuxio, do you remember the audio file from Rogue's Modern Day where Osselberg talks about how he was a Viking on a Viking raid? Yes! That was, like, he was a Viking in the monastery of Lindisfarne. And that's the first Viking invasion, if I'm not mistaken. The first Viking attack and raid in England. I don't think it was done by Ragnar Lothbrok, or maybe it was. That was around 50 to 100 years, maybe before, even more, before the events of Valhalla. NG. I wonder if they're bringing back the courtesan mechanic in Mirage. I don't think I have ever seen that being mentioned. I think it would be nice to see some more distraction elements in the game.
Wow.
Come on, Sary, you can do it. Come on. Let's do the parkour. Oh, yes, look at that. Oh, that's a corner, what's it called? Corner jump? Corner thingy? Kill, yes. So, that corner thingy will be back in Mirage. The corner swing, that's its name. Are you going to infiltrate from here?
I don't know.
Don't even think you
really
can.
know where I have to go.
You need to keep... There's a target there. I think you should need to, like, keep parkouring up and down. But now let's see if Sary can be stealthy enough. You could also go from the top. Yes. Good job, Sary. Good job. That's really cool, Farid. What did I miss? What did I miss? Let me see in the chat. I'm pretty excited. Oh, because you're Farid, you're from Baghdad. That's going to be amazing for you then. Like, I can't even imagine how it can be to see the game not only set in your country, which I've also been pretty happy to witness because of all the Ezio games, but we cannot say hi, Sary, but sort of. We can just say hi. But yeah, it can be, I can't imagine how cool it must be. Like, this is a game about my city. That is amazing.
Yeah, we'll never see that.
Nah. We do live in a small town between Turin and Milan. I'm already happy that they had Milan. What are you gonna do now? I think you need to go straight. Can you go straight?
I'm scared.
Come on. Yes. Are we in? Can we go in? Seems like we can go in. Yes. Yeah, this is a classic parkour route from the old games. Come on. Don't be scared. Just go. Fragment. Those fragments are there so you can actually get... What could you get with the fragments? I don't remember at all. That sucked, Sary. Oh yeah, jumping in the sea. But that's fine. We're back. I've always hated X-Ray Eagle Vision. Ezio games, AC1 Eagle Vision is better. Yeah, X-Ray, I think it's too easy, to be honest. You should try and switch to swords or hidden blade.
Yeah, I don't know how to...
Oh no, the hidden blade you don't have it yet. Oof.
Ouch.
Careful. We're almost about to see a high Sary. Attack. Yes. Good job, good job. Human shield. Yes, that's nice. Now I think you
Now we need to fix you.
Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, jump. That's a Jatin jump on the guard. Careful. Whoa. Nope. Nope. Hello, Lena. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Classic parkour is scary. But it's nice also. When it works, it feels amazing. What are you doing? Oh, you need to get into the door. Okay. And this is when Edward finds the blood vial. That was very fast, but that's where Edward finds the blood vial. And that he is going to take to... What is happening? Oh. Sary is good. That's where Edward is finding the blood vial. Here it is. I'm not sure if you can see, because this is one of my favorite collectibles. It is actually like, you know, a crystal or glass collectible, and it does have some red liquid in there, or it's, you know, liquid within a red shaped drop. So it's not just a it does have liquid in there, so it's simulating the blood vial perfectly. I love it. So we need to meet Steed Bonnet. Careful, they are suspicious. They are suspicious. And they are looking in the hiding spots. Too bad, actually. Too bad, too bad. Elena was stressed when you were fighting. I mean, we are stressed when Sary is playing in general, I guess.
I don't remember.
Oh, now you selected them. Now, what are you going to use? I'm not even sure that you can throw them. You could throw them in Unity, but I'm not sure you can throw them in Valhalla. In Black Flag. Maybe you can walk next to them and then use the button for the item. But the question is, what is the button for the item? What are you doing? Why did you do this? What are you trying to do? I don't understand what is happening. that ragdoll feeling. Come on, go. Wow. That's nice. I didn't remember you could do. Good job, Sary. I didn't even remember you could do.
I wanted to scare them with the body.
And it did not
No.
really work. Not really. Jump into the water, Sary, says Jatin. Lucky Sary. Water don't kill. Do you think that Edward named his son Haytham from Valhalla? Yes. I think. Where is the bonnet? It's the other direction. No.
That's fine.
But I mean, you can go outside the fortress and then you can just run. I think that Valhalla actually, there's a document in the modern day that says that Edward found, or the modern day assassins think that Edward found a document about Haytham and decided to call his son Haytham from the Arabic name. I think that Darby added that in Valhalla. Should have a look in the modern day files and see. Groton, hello. Groton was writing hi, Sary. Sary decided to intimidate the entire army. It's mentioned in the notes in Valhalla, yes. Steed, hello again. Not gonna make it to the end, but still. There's a guy that is super into fishing in the background. Can't see him anymore though. Lena, we're doing good. It's a nice start of the week. We're slightly slowing down with the videos. Not intentionally. The idea is that I am gathering a lot of information to have a number of videos in the future. But you might have seen that we have posted a new bit from our interview with our director, Jean-Luc Salah, the art director of Mirage. We shared that on Twitter. And there's some new information about Roshan, another female character in Mirage happening, and also some information about Roshan not being the most important assassin of that time. So there are some bit of news here and there. So I suggest you guys, if you haven't watched that, when we're done with the stream, have a look at that. It's pretty curious. And it's just one of the several bits from our interview that we have shared and we're about to share in the coming days. Another fragment. Hello, fragment. Steed. Yes, Steed. Edward did visit the ruins of whatever was left of Alamut in his later life. Yes, that is correct. So that's also where he might have found the name Hytham, because we know from Valhalla that Hytham was actually called to go to a Hidden Ones council that was in 8089 or around that time. So Hytham has been in, presumably, has been in Alamut at least once. So maybe Hytham, maybe Edward got to know his name in there. Who knows? The Queen's funeral was today, and knowing that you'd stream was the only thing keeping me sane. You can't turn on the TV without the funeral playing. Honestly, that was the case in Italy as well, at least on selected channels. Not every channel, but the main channels were streaming it. They were actually showing it all afternoon long. I had to work, so to keep my sanity, I still, went away from my house because, like, somebody, not Sary, other people were having a look at the funeral, and it was a little too much to me. Etef, I'm excited to see more about the new girl character. Do you think her and Ali bin Muhammad are the two missing characters from the Mirage page? I would say that Ali bin Muhammad is probably not, because they mentioned him in the various interviews, but they did not show him on the website. The website has, the Mirage website has this picture that we also shared in our tiny video that shows Basim, Roshan, and then there's two mysterious cards for characters that haven't been revealed yet. So I wouldn't say that Ali bin Muhammad is one. This female character could be one. Maybe the other powerful assassin could be one of those. I'm not sure. Like, as usual, the first set of information is that the developers reveal is very generic and top level, and then as we go on through the campaign, there's going to be more information about new characters and stuff. So we'll see about that. I can't wait for Mirage. I got my collector's edition on pre-order. I got mine as well. Pretty nice. Lena, I tried to pre-order Mirage, but it was not working. Which version were you trying to obtain? Was it the standard one, the deluxe one with the Prince of Persia? They call it crossover. To me, it's just cosmetics. It's not a crossover. Sheriff, welcome to the stream. Or was it the collector's edition, Lena? When will AC Valhalla last chapter come? It's going to be released in a few months' time, they said. Last time around, they said at the end of the year, on September the 10th, they said in a few months. I would hope and expect it happens before November, because otherwise Valhalla will enter year 3, which doesn't feel amazing. Oh my lord, you did an assassination contract without being spotted.
For now.
For now.
I have to run away.
Yeah. Well, you were not spotted. That's nice. I hope there are some assassination contracts in Mirage. I don't think there's going to be, because like what they are calling the assassination contracts in Mirage in the news articles are the actual main black box missions. So I don't think there's going to be any side assassination contract, which is sad. I would like to see some of those. And here we are with one of the key narrative points. This is Edward reaching Laureano de Torres y Ayala, who is the Templar Grandmaster here in the Caribbean. And Edward is impersonating Duncan Walpole, who is a defective. Is it defective? Well, he's a turncoat assassin that was actually working with the Templars. And Edward is oblivious to everything here. He's just here to get some money. So he's going to try and play the part of Duncan Walpole without even knowing who Duncan Walpole really was. That was a damn good assassination. Yes. See, Elena does not only get stressed, she's also very supportive of the case, of the situation. And here is Woods Rogers, the future governor. Another main character. Like, they pushed him so much in the campaign. He's not as present as he should be, honestly. Wait, if Basim was 17 at the beginning of Mirage, how old is he in Valhalla? There's been a lot of confusion. So, to make it easy, if he's 17 at the beginning, and the beginning of the game is in 861, and Valhalla starts in 872, that will be 11 more years. That would be 28, which I don't think that's the case. I think there has been some confusion. I don't think that 861 is the moment where Basim is 17. I think we're gonna start the game sometime prior to 861, when we are playing as Street Thief Basim, because I believe that he is in his 40s at the very least in Valhalla. So if he's in his 40s in 872, that means that he was born around 830 to 840, meaning that he is 17 in 850 to 860. So, you know, there has been some confusion in the dating that was mentioned by the developers about Mirage, because they said it happens 20 years before Valhalla, but it starts in 861, which is only 11 years before the events of Valhalla. So I guess we'll see in the game, because yeah, it's not really clear what it is for now. The wiki says that Basim was born in 835. Maybe that was actually mentioned in some of the books, or maybe it was mentioned in the database in Valhalla. I'm not really sure. So if he is actually born in 835, by the time of Valhalla, he is 37 by the start of Valhalla. And by the end of Valhalla, he is 43, because Valhalla lasts for 6 years, more or less. I hope in Mirage and later games they let us find clues for the Order of the Ancients and the Templars, because I love that feature. I'm not sure if they mentioned how it's going to be. They did show in the trailer that the Order of the Ancient guy has a mask. They did say that there's going to be assassination targets and, you know, the assassination missions. They also did say that we are going to have to find clues about our targets. I'm not sure if we're going to have, you know, the proper map of all the targets and stuff, because it's a smaller game, so I don't think there's going to be more than, what, I don't know, 7 to 9 targets, as it was the case for the original games. So we'll see about that. This is why I pre-order a disc copy. I would like to get a disc copy for Mirage as well, because I got the collector's copy, but the collector's does not have a disc. Basim when he's a thief, baby. Basim when he's a hidden one, dilf. So the hacker groups behind the leak of GTA 6, I think, is a group called, some people believe is this group called Lapsus, and they were behind the attacks on Microsoft, Nvidia, and also Ubisoft, I think. But it's just rumors. I'm not sure if it's been confirmed. Kazakage, like AC1, which aspect that I mentioned earlier is like AC1? I don't remember what I even said. Basim is Agent Stone from Sonic. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Basim will be voiced by an actor called Lee Majdoub. I think that's the pronunciation. So he won't be voiced by Carlo Rota, which I'm very sad about. I'm sure that the actor is very good. We can hear his voice in the trailer, and I'm sure he's very good, but I really wanted to hear Carlo Rota for an entire game. More than anything, I want an official release of the music used in the trailer. Yes, I love it too. And I think that in the dev trailer breakdown, they also shared some tracks from the game when they discuss the composer, who is called Brendan Angelides or Angelides, I'm not sure. When they discuss him, they actually raise the volume in the background in the dev trailer breakdown. So I think that some of that is also like part of the soundtrack of the game. I hope they're going to release some of that. Otherwise, all of our Mirage videos will have AC1 soundtracks in the background, which is so cool, so I'm not complaining too much. Will Mirage be released in spring? Asks Valka. Valka, you should predict that. Why are you asking us? You should just concoct a potion and ask the gods. But like seriously, they haven't announced that yet. We only know that it's going to be 2023, and that's it. So some of the rumors and leaks are actually pointing to May of 2023, but it's not confirmed. And honestly, I think it would be suicide going against Zelda, the new Zelda, the sequel of Breath of the Wild. I think it would be very, very bad. So I think that now Ubisoft, either they will go in June, maybe July. I don't think they're gonna go for August because everyone is on holiday, so that's not a good move. My expectation is September at this point. Onyx Ranger, thank you so much. Thank you for the donation. That is so very kind of you. Who do you think? Sary also says thank you. And thank you for the question. Who do you think will be the Jinn after the narrative director declaration? Onyx Ranger is actually referring to something that Sarah Beaulieu mentioned yesterday. Sarah Beaulieu is the narrative director of Mirage, and she said that she and the other devs have read some of the theories about who the Jinn or what the Jinn is about, and most of them or all of them are incorrect. So the majority of the theories are, of course, that the Jinn represents Loki's consciousness within Basim's mind. So if that's not the case, what is the Jinn? And my current interpretation is that the Jinn is a representation of the interaction between Basim's mind, or Basim's consciousness, and Loki's consciousness. So the Jinn is not Loki's consciousness per se, but it's the internal struggle that Basim has. It's like a physical, visible, not tangible, but like visual representation of the internal struggle that Basim has, where he has to decide: am I accepting Loki's consciousness? Do I want to be myself? Do I want to give in to the trauma? Because there's some information about Basim, about his mother dying at a very young age, and his father is tricked. Let's say that he is deprived of his, like, he was the architect of the Great Mosque of Samarra, and then all the credit to that went to the Caliph, and so he was like, Basim's father Ishaq was exiled and died in poverty. So Basim had to lose both his parents, and that's like huge trauma, plus the consciousness of Loki in his mind. So he has to deal with all of that, and I think that the Jinn is like a representation of him dealing with all the trauma. So if the Jinn is not really Loki's consciousness, it could represent all the trauma that Basim has to deal with, and his choice, like, do I want to be myself, or is it better to just, let everything go and let Loki's consciousness take over? That's my interpretation, but I still have to refine a theory about that. I would like to make a video about that, but probably in the coming weeks. When you say Jin, I think of Jin Sakai. Yes, of course. I tried to order the deluxe version, Lena. I need to try again. I do not understand why they only let me choose the version I want, but then freezes. It might be an issue of your local store. I hope that's not the case. You can also write to the Ubisoft support to see why that is not working. Master Assassin Zaxio asks, what is the time for everyone? I'm intrigued. For us, it's currently 9:22 p.m. so it's evening here. Sary, can you pickpocket the Templars for a lot of money?
Too late.
Too late, says Sary. I think I'm way behind. Everyone is 12:21 p.m. It's 8:22 p.m. 12:21. I still think the Jinn is Loki. I still keep the idea of the Jinn being Loki in the back of my mind, because I don't think this is the case, because Sarah seems very honest in her comments. She seems to be very passionate about what she's been working on. There have been devs in the past that, they did say, hey, what you're seeing is not this, and then it was actually that. But I don't think I don't think that's the case now. I don't think that Sary, that Sarah is actually, playing one on us. I don't think that's the case. So it must not be Loki's consciousness per se. Maybe it's a more complex thing, because of course, every AC Valhalla player would go on and say, hey, the Jinn is Loki, obviously. So maybe they wanted to go for a deeper twist, because otherwise it's not really a surprise, because everybody would make the connection. If Mirage is huge, I'd be all for Bordeaux doing more Assassin's Creed games. They seem passionate and definitely understand the assignment, unlike other studios. Glares angrily at the Odyssey team. To be honest, it's also a different type of game. Like, Odyssey is a huge open world RPG game, so it's a different approach. And if you decide this is going to be an RPG, it's very difficult to make that match with the rules of the Animus. Hello, Black Bart. He's not Black Bart yet. Now he's just Bartholomew Roberts, And it is Bartholomew Roberts minus some drops of blood. So this is our first interaction with a sage, the reborn version of the Suwaita. He's not talking here, but he's exchanging a very strange glance with Edward. Hello, Six Keys, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Casually watching Access the Animals while it's 5:24 a.m. in Australia. Wow. Hello, Aita. Yes. Six Keys, are you from Sisterhood? I think I'll let Six Keys answer. Man, I love this community. We are from different corners and living the best life may never change and may never change us. Yes. I love the AC community. I love the ATA community especially. It is so nice to just gather every week and, you know, playing some normal AC games, like some standard AC games without, you know, necessarily committing to any specific order or anything. Maybe in the coming, because now we're not celebrating AC15 anymore, we could also stream some game for multiple Mondays and following the story instead of just, you know, starting every game and not getting anywhere with them. Oh, this is an ambush by the assassins. Are we killing some assassins?
Or am I?
You cannot see who you are, right?
Yeah.
Well, not you. You're the blue one. Hello, white-robed assassins. Apparently, we're gonna see a lot of white and red-robed assassins in Mirage. And that's because we're going to visit Alamut, or more specifically, the area surrounding the fortress of Alamut. And in there, we should be able to witness not only see the fortress itself, but we're also going to see the behind the scenes of the Hidden Ones organization. Some interviews are talking about us seeing the upper echelons of the organizations. Of course, we're going to see Mentor Roshan, but I'm not sure how many other, you know, high-ranking assassins we're going to see. You need to defend the Templar. Let's defend the Templar now. There he is.
Ow.
Whew! That was nice. Are we cheering for Edward or the assassin? Because that was a very nice takedown. Oof. That was nice. Save him, save him. Okay. I have so much nostalgia with Syndicate. I do not have nostalgia. But like when we played it, wow. When we played it, I really enjoyed going back to Syndicate. So I'd like to go back and play properly Syndicate. Maybe next week, because in the Syndicate week I was late, I downloaded the game late and we only had a look at the prologue. We could play Syndicate next time. I do like Syndicate. It's been a long time. Not to hijack the chat or anything, but EV is popular in the Sisterhood. There just isn't much news, fan art about Syndicate these days, yes. That is true. I hope to see many fan arts about Roshan. Not just Basim, of course, main character, new outfit, of course. That's going to be, you know, the main subject of the fan art. I'd love to see some fan arts of Roshan, and also when they reveal it, this new female character that we were able to, I mean, not reveal, but at least share the info about her existence. You killed.
It didn't let me tackle it.
You should tackle with this.
I did it.
And it didn't work?
No.
So, Roberts.
Poor Juno.
Poor Juno, because you killed the sage.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a high Sary.
No.
I mean, you failed, but at the same time, it was because you went overkill, literally, on the sage. So, yeah, it's not a high Sary. I love Roshan. I have been working on fan art for her, but we don't have many good angles of her. What's OTL? Is it like the outfit? Kumusta Sary. Hi Sary. Yeah, Islam isn't something to be made fun of unless Ubisoft. What's the game to bomb? I'm sorry, I don't understand what you meant. I think that they're going to... Whoa, I almost caught him mid-air. Yes, done. I think that Ubisoft is going to try and be very cautious with Mirage and trying to respect the Arabian culture as much as possible. I do hope that. We'll see how cautious they're going to try and be to not overstep any boundary. Sary kills him, roll credits. Yes, that would be a very short game, even shorter than Mirage. OTL is someone on their hands and knees? What do you mean? It's like a close-up of the hands and knees? AC Mirage gonna be same as Valhalla because they use the same engine. Depending on what you say, what you mean by same, it might feel the same, but it's not gonna be looking the same. And I'm not even sure if it's going to feel the same because the base engine will probably be Valhalla, sure, but they are really, at least they are saying that they are trying to make the animation more fluid, faster. Basim should be very agile. At least that's a Jatin. It's not a Jatin jump. Kinda was. I don't think Roshan will betray Basim. From the interviews, it seems more like Basim is going to mess up their relationship. We'll see about that. It is an interesting dynamic. Like, Basim is going to be the first apprentice that Roshan is going to have. So it's going to be the first attempt as a mentorship. The first attempt at the mentorship by Roshan, if I'm not mistaken. And Basim will seemingly be a little cocky at the start. So it's going to be sort of like a clash of personalities, I would imagine. We can see that in the trailer as well. I think that the devs also said that she believes that Basim has a lot of potential, but he doesn't seem to be fit. And when the devs say that, I believe that they say that he doesn't feel to be fit because he has nightmares, because he's not, he has issues. Basim has issues. We don't know what kind of issues he's having in his young age. But that's probably why Roshan might have some issues as well. When will the official AC Mirage song release? Oof. Okay, that's a proper hi Sary. Yeah. Hi Sary in the chat. I don't think there's going to be any AC Mirage song. Like the official AC Mirage theme song, as in the main theme of the game. It might be released, but some months from now. It's very early in the campaign to actually reveal the main theme. Might be soon, but not so soon. I need multiple outfits in Mirage. I'm not sure how many there's going to be, because it seems that's a way to kill a target.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, it just says kill, so. Basim has issues, that's an understatement. Yes, honestly, earlier I said something different. I didn't say, that's done, that's done. That's the way to do it. You should run, run, run. Oh, good. Earlier I actually said that Basim has a lot of trauma, has to undergo a lot of trauma, because his mother is going to die very early when he is super young. Oof. His father is going to die in exile and poverty because he was, all his credibility and, the credit for what he did was stolen by a caliph, or supposedly stolen by a caliph. Plus all the nightmares because of Loki's consciousness. So, of course, and that's only in his early young years before joining the Hidden Ones and having to kill people as a daily activity. So, surely, Kumusta Sary, of course. So, surely Basim has to undergo a lot of trauma. My autocorrect also almost typed "Hi, Daddy." Will we get to see Basim Trilogy? No, I don't think so. Ibrahim, I would love to see a Basim Trilogy, but it is an interesting discussion topic, though, because I think that Basim would be. I might be mistaken, but is Basim the second character in AC that has more than one game dedicated to him? We're not playing as him in Valhalla, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't. Sorry.
They are already working on other 2 games. I don't think we have.
Yeah. I don't think that they're going to have a third game dedicated to Basim, both because unless we go to the modern day, they're going to basically tell all of his story, other than the stuff that is in the transmedia already. Plus, I think that this was also a very curious occurrence. Like, this was planned as a DLC, then they turned it into a main game that was meant to be to feel this fiscal year. So they decided to have Basim for this, concurrence of events. Otherwise, they would have done something completely different. So I don't see them having other games with the same main characters. That's not what AC does, and that's not what AC has been doing for pretty much 10 years. Technically, Altair had several games too. It's not. There have been games dedicated to the same character, especially at the time where the main game released, and especially between AC1 and AC2, there were several games dedicated to Altair. Not only Bloodlines, but there were also like the mobile games back then already. There have been a lot of games dedicated to Altair, and also to Ezio, of course. Ezio is a main character of many games. Altair is an Easter egg at this point. Kazakage, my dog is barking so much right next to me I can barely hear Marcus. What breed is her? Like, is she does she belong to a specific breed, or is she what's the English name for
Mixed.
Mixed. Oh, or is she a mixed breed? I have 7 boxers, Lena. Wow. Whew. That's a lot of dogs. We used to have, like, in the kennel that we had with my parents, we used to have a lot, like 5 to 6 to sometimes 7 South Russian shepherds like Dasha. Of course, my parents had a huge garden. Otherwise, you cannot have 7 huge dogs like Dasha. Marvin, hey Dom, hello, Dom. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you.
Hi, Dom.
Hello. So we are playing your favorite game, Dom. Black Flag, right? I mean, we had some discussions with Dom back in the day. about Black Flag and AC3. A lot of people think that Bayek is the first assassin, but for me, he wasn't the first assassin. There were assassins before him. He was the first assassin to form the Assassin Order. Yeah, well, not enough people are mentioning how Origins actually retconned the entire timeline of the Assassin Brotherhood. Because before Origins, the Assassins had been there for way more centuries before the first century BC, and then Origins changed all that. They introduced that the Brotherhood was founded in 48 BC, meaning that all the assassins before that were proto-assassins, and it's a description that I hate so much. But here we are. Dom said Sary. 6 keys, Black Flag, best AC game, you know me so well. Yes, I know you, Dom. Your favorite game. AC alumni in the chat. Yes. Whatever happened to the we will be to make marriages to strong the bond? I'm sorry, I'm not getting what you mean, Abu Zaid. If anyway is confused on what a Kelpie or blue cattle dog is, look. Oh, those are your dogs? I remember looking up the Kelpie. Now I currently don't remember what breeds those are. I'm sure Sary knows.
What?
Kelpie and blue cattle dog. Of course, Sary knows. Thank you for joining us, Angie. Go and sleep. 4 a.m. is very, very late. Thanks for joining us for so much time already. That was very kind of you. So good night. I'm excited for a Muslim setting too. I think even if it isn't completely accurate, they will at least try and be respectful. Yes, the devs at least did say that they're going to try and be as respectful as possible. I hope that's the case. Otherwise, Ubisoft might get some very, very bad publicity, which they don't really need currently. When are we talking about the Koh-i-Noor again? That is your favorite piece of Eden, right, Dom? we had discussions with Dom. Dom, in case you didn't know, Dom has been the community manager for Assassin's Creed for several years. Now he's working at Epic. And we had so many discussions about how the Koh-i-Noor is too much, too powerful of a piece of Eden, because it binds all the pieces of Eden. It can do everything in the world. It can destroy everything. It can. It's like the overpowered item that if you own that, you are the most powerful being in the earth, which pretty much invalidates any kind of conflict if you have it. And that is why it has been pretty much removed from the narrative since the Uprising comics in 2016 or 2017. So when Juno died, the Koh-i-Noor also disappeared along with Desmond's son. So basically all the risky plot elements were removed with one comic. Onyx Ranger, thank you so much for another donation. You're so kind, really. That is so very kind of you. So you're asking if Eivor and Basim are both Asgardian sages and did use the same tech to be reborn, why they will interact differently with their Isukongshians. Onyx Ranger, I think that's an amazing question, because that does shed a light and also a spotlight on the conception of sages. This shows how, like, while they use the same tech, they end up very differently. Like, Eivor comes to terms with Odin. We see it in the trailer for the last chapter, while Basim like Loki's consciousness has taken over pretty much, and that can happen because there must be some element of choice by the human host. Like it's not like the Isu consciousness just gets there and takes over and that's it. Like there is an element of choice, or there is an element of agency by the human host in this. Like Eivor was able to choose, no thanks, Odin. In the at the end of Valhalla, Eivor says, like Odin asks, "What more do you need?" And Eivor says, "Everything else." That means that Eivor has chosen. What? Dom, come on! Thank you so much. That is crazy. That is. Do I have to dance or do something?
Yeah, you
for them?
dance. Come on.
Do I have to dance like this or?
Yeah.
what was your dance?
Like I was.
You were dancing like this. Thank you, Dom. Like this. Thank you so much for this donation. This is crazy. That is incredible. You are so kind, and thank you for that emoji as well. Thank you for being you. You are one of my best friends, and has been always the case in the last few years. So thank you so much. Oh man. Oh no, I found out about YouTube microtransactions. Send help. What do you mean you found out? I'm sure you didn't know about that, Mr. Community Manager. Plus, now you are in the top chat, and you will stay there for, I don't know, like minutes. Like, Dom is the overlord of the chat now. Like, if you can say anything else, everything you want in the chat, you can dominate all over the place.
Dominate.
You can dominate.
Okay, that's it.
All right. Wholesome 88 moment. Yes. Okay. Maybe because all of his family trauma and suffering he goes through he decided to end his life and give his control to Loki. It is a very interesting take on the sages. Hopefully the last chapter can shed some light on this, because knowing that the human host has some kind of agency in this, it adds a layer of interpretation on the sages. It's not just Hernan, thank you so much for the donation as well. Oh my god. You guys are very, very, very kind tonight. I don't know how. I will repay you guys with more and more content and my best effort every time to repay for your kindness and for your presence and everything. So Hernan, your question is, Marco, what is your theory of the Isu Vault near Ravensthorpe tease in Tombs of the Fallen Part 1? Could it be Loki's son, some kind of weapon of artifact? My theory about that, and I hope that there's going to be some, at least some answer about that, because it was introduced, and as of now, Ubisoft is being very tight-lipped about Tombs of the Fallen, and I wonder if they have cancelled the second part, because they haven't even mentioned that at the forward presentation. But my theory is that what is under that Isu Vault should be some prisons that were managed by Odin. There are some documents in Tombs of the Fallen Part 1 that basically say that within the tombs are some Isu prisons. And I think that within the Isu Vault next to Ravensthorpe, there should be some kind of control chamber where Odin was able to manage these prisons, where he locked down all his enemies or something. So maybe in there we could also find some of Odin's enemies, so maybe even Loki's son, so maybe even Fenrir, who knows. Why Eivor did talk and see Odin and Basim probably won't. that was my answer, Onyx Ranger. Uh, the difference probably lies in the story and the feeling of the human host. Like Eivor had something to live for, right? Like Eivor had all her friends, all her allies to live for. Even the memory of her mother and father, her brother Sigurd, all the people that we see in the ending scene of Valhalla. So Eivor has somebody to live for, and that's why she says, I need everything else. I don't need you, Odin. I need everything else. Well, Basim, it might be the opposite. Like, we don't know his story, so we can't know for sure. We do know that in Mirage, both his parents are already dead, and that Basim has already gone through some trauma, and he also has nightmares and visions. Like, he's not living the best life for sure. So we'll see what happens. Like, he's joining the Hidden Ones in order to find some answers, and if he doesn't find his answers and the answers that he needs, and I don't think he will, he's going to find probably something bad will happen to him, and at some point he will give up. I think, like, he will say, I don't have anything to live for, so at this point, this is the thing that Roshan uses in the trailer, and we might see this in Mirage. I can't expect Basim to say, hey, I don't have anything to live for. I can just let it go. I can just succumb to power. If Loki can give me the power and knowledge that the remainder of my life cannot give me, and I don't have anything else, let's just go with Loki. So I think that it's kind of like a choice. It's not just like the human host is just there to like a puppet in the hands of a consciousness. At least in the Asgardian sages. I'm not sure if that's the same for Aita, because every Aita sage we have seen was already controlled by Aita, other than Desmond's son. So maybe there's an element of agency even in the Aita sages. I'm not really sure. Edward's hands would be chopped off. Why? That's why you can part his swords with your bare hands. Well, we saw Eivor's parent killed before his eyes. Yes, but it's you don't have to make a comparison of what happened in their lives. You need to compare their reactions to what happened in their lives, because it's not Varian or Rosta who decide for Eivor. It's Eivor who decides for herself. And I guess it's Basim who decides for himself. And Basim decides, okay, no, I can't imagine at the end Basim says, hey, it's not worth it. I'm not sure if the assassins are worth it, or maybe they are, but all the fight that we do is not worth it, or it's not enough. And so he decides, okay, Loki, take over. I don't have enough power to face the hurdles of my life, and so Loki, please take over so we can defeat our enemies. I don't know, something like that. All these Basim theories are already breaking me, says Six Keys, and I understand. And honestly, we all know that that Mirage will end badly, because we know how Valhalla starts, so we know that it will end badly. That the actual Basim will not survive. You know, the actual consciousness of Basim will not survive. The memories will. Because we know that Basim in Valhalla, he remembers of, his early years in Samara, his early years in Baghdad in the House of Wisdom, where he met the astronomer Al-Khwarizmi. So the memories will stay there, but the actual Basim will not. So at some point, the real Basim will succumb to Loki. And I imagine Basim. And I imagine that it will happen in Mirage. It would be a crime not to show that. Of course, like, this is Basim's story, so of course you want to see the moment where he changes. I would imagine maybe, like, I don't know, because this implies different actors, but I can imagine that the moment where Basim turns and allows Loki's consciousness to take over, we might hear the different voice, and we will hear Carlo Rota's voice at the end. I hope that's the case, and that at least at the end we will recognize Carlo Rota's voice, and it will sound, eerie, familiar, but at the same time mysterious, ironic, and at the same time, like, the game has a lot of potential, at least for theories. A lot of Basim name modifications in the chat. I definitely think Loki doesn't just 100% take over, but that there will be a merger of both personalities. It could be, yes. Can be. Because we see the Basim in the modern day, at the end of Valhalla, he still is sort of like oriented towards the assassins. Like, he says, like, is having mentors still the practice? Are we still fighting the Templars? What are we doing? Right? Are we, shall we take the fight to the Templars? But because he is very mysterious, and you don't really, like, he's a trickster, right? You don't know what he is really going for. Like, is he really going against the Templars, or is he more like using the assassins to find, Fenrir and, the other sons and daughters that he has. But in the modern day of Valhalla, you do see that Basim remembers all of that. Like, he knows about that. It could be a merge. It could be a takeover. It's not like we'll see the inside of his mind until Mirage. True, but I think we will see, and we will have a lot to interpret, because the devs have to show what is happening within a mind, like Eivor's mind, in a visual, tangible way, and then we have to interpret what it is. And the same goes probably for the Jinn. What we're going to see is not actually what happens, but it's like an internal struggle. Like, Eivor at the end of Valhalla is having an internal struggle against Odin. It's not a real struggle where they are actually fighting and stuff. It's an internal struggle within her while she is connected to the Yggdrasil machine, and I think it's going to be the same this time. Maybe they picked a different voice actor for Basim because there are no genders this time, so Basim and Loki can have the same voice actors. Maybe, I don't know what happened. Maybe they wanted to have a more Arabian or Arabic sounding actor. That's also, like, the actor is Lebanese, I think. Is American/Lebanese. You are never able to get the cord to get to the other ships.
I did it up until now. Now that I needed to do that.
I mean, this way they're not gonna see you, technically. Are they seeing you anyway? Come on, Sary. Assassination! 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 Yes. What if Mirage isn't about that at all, but about the friends we made along the way? Spoilers, man. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I wonder how many actual friends Basim will make along the way. Because if he's going to undergo even more trauma, he might not really find a lot of friends. Is Roshan going to be an actual friend? Who knows, really? There you go. Good job. Anyway, I think it's time. Thank you so much, Master Assassin Zuxio, for joining us and for doing it at such an early or very late time in Australia. Thank you so much. It's 6 a.m. in Australia now. Wow. Well, I think we're gonna close the stream very soon because it's been already like some hours. And we need to fine-tune something that hopefully we can have ready for next Monday for the next stream. I did mention it in the past few streams. We are going to have an AC trivia of our own in our streams. We wanted to have that in the last few weeks. We weren't able to do that. Then the AC showcase came, which obviously meant we had to stop everything we were doing. So hopefully, maybe next Monday or the Monday after. Oh, look at that. Is it the border of the map or is it like a tornado?
I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
I'm just going the other way.
Yeah, just go the other way, just in case. Because there are some tornadoes, if I recall correctly. There's one in front of us. So yeah, after this we're going to try and fine-tune a platform where we are going to host our AC trivia, hopefully next week or the week after that. If you think about it, Mirage literally is about the friends Basim makes along the way. That is true. But would you call Loki a friend? Probably yes. Because even if Basim succumbs or accepts Loki, it still is a friend. And
straight into the storm.
You went straight into the tornado.
Yeah.
So hi Sary in the chat.
As a conclusion.
I think this is a perfect conclusion and also a perfect representation of the ATA streams. So I think that on that note, Unity co-op? What? When? Who? I wonder if we'll kill Roshan when Loki takes over Basim. That would be painful. But I can see the ending of this game being very, very painful. Like the narrative director has said that it's a game with a beginning and an end. I know that sounds generic, but at the same time, it means that the ending will be very focused. So it will be very strong. I think it's going to be a very strong ending for the characters and for Basim in general. So there was a hi Sary, and also goodbye Sary in the chat because we're getting close to the end of the stream. So just an idea for you to do Unity co-op next stream. We're gonna see if we can manage that. Otherwise, we can go and do Syndicate some justice because we did not in the last stream during the week for the AC15 celebrations. So we'll see about that. Last time around, our co-op did not work, so we can try and do that as well. When are we going to see the Hi Sary compilation with her dying many times? I am not really sure. Are you escaping the fleet or the tornadoes?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to choose.
Not really sure. Why not Black Flag co-op? Well, there's no Black Flag co-op.
The multiplayer?
The multiplayer. Multiplayer is working for 11 days and then it's gonna be gone. But we tried to log in the multiplayer and it didn't work. Is it going to hit us?
Yeah.
I think that on this note we can actually complete the stream. No, I thought you were able to make it.
That's fine.
Red Raptor, welcome to the streams. Hello, yeah. Red Raptor, we saw the stream. We said your name. I said your name. And on that note, on another Hi Sary moment, I think we can wrap up the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been 2 weeks since we had the stream, so we really needed to do this. It was so nice to play AC4 Black Flag because we did not during the AC15 celebration, and it was also so nice to see so many of you in the chat. The channel is growing also thanks to Mirage, and I'm so happy that there's always more and more of us joining the streams and the community. If you'd like to continue the discussion, we have recently launched our Discord server, so you can join us in there as well. You can find the I can add, let me add in the chat the link to our Discord server. So there you can find Sary and me, and we can have direct discussions about all aspects of AC. You can find it in the chat right now. This is the link to our Discord. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Keep an eye out on the channel. Hopefully this week we're gonna release a new video on some news about Mirage towards the end of the week probably. So enjoy the remainder of the day or the night wherever you are. It's getting colder in some areas of the world, so I'm not gonna say, well, stay hydrated as usual, but take care because it's getting colder. Have fun, and we have another tornado hitting us. Well, on that note, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in our next stream. Goodbye.